Oh, there's a coal mine here. How long has that been there? Have I only just noticed that coal mine? You idiot egg. You absolute idiot. Honestly. Seriously, sometimes about as useful as a chocolate dildo in a heat wave. Can you see that? Oh no, she's like dragging her head along the floor. Oh, she's like T-posing in the cart. What's he doing with her? He's escorting the wounded villager. He's making her more wounded with what he's doing. What are you doing, Fargus? Hello people, and welcome back to episode 7 of Farthest Frontier. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Thanks so much for all support across this series, as always. You guys are really enjoying it. And as am I as well. And we're back in England now, and our clay mine ran dry last episode. Alongside people are dying out here as well. It's never successful, is it? It's never good news in Farthest Frontier. However, what we do have to look forward to is a hunt for more clay, because it is absolutely crippling our progress at the minute. The game was actually updated post-release last week, so the Alpine Valleys actually has more clay spawns and more of the clay once it's in the ground, because it's really slowing our progress down since we're playing in a sort of pre-release version of Alpine Valleys. So yeah, everything requires clay bricks to upgrade. We can't make any clay bricks, so we have no clay. So we're almost entirely reliant on traders for our clay, of which there is one heading into the town centre at the minute, so we'll await his arrival. We could upgrade one of our firewood splitters here, using the clay brick, so there's 2 traders on the way in. Okay, I think we're going to upgrade one of our firewood splitters, and I'm also going to remove one of the other ones, because then we can just funnel everything through this one instead. And then take those workers back into the town centre to do something more useful. Cool, so we will wait our trades to come in. We do have a couple of diseases going on in and around the fields which we need to address. So let's see what's going on. We have turnip spot leaf, which affects turnips and cabbages. Okay, in that case then, we do not want to be growing turnips and cabbages here. In terms of fertility for the field, let's go ahead and do a rotation of clover and then beans. That's going to help boost the fertility. We'll also prepare the soil mixture for beans as well. And then we need to make sure that in the fields next door, we're not growing any cabbage. Did it affect cabbage and turnips? Yeah, okay. So hopefully it should go away by the end of year 2. Because the diseases will jump to neighbouring fields, so you want to make sure that you're not growing anything in them. So we'll remove that there as well. And then, yeah, also these turnips can go. Yeah, so we have a really bad club root infestation here. That's murdering our fertility. It really is. So this field is essentially out of action. There's no point in actually growing anything in this field now. So we will... yeah, we're just going to leave it empty. And then we'll do a couple of hits of fertility towards the end of year 2. And then we'll maintain it, and then we'll come back in with some more wheat growth. Super diseased fields, we can't really grow on these. Yeah, club root is going back in here again too. It's going to affect turnips and cabbages. There's no turnips and cabbages growing here. So hopefully these diseased fields will start to sort themselves out. We've got powdery mildew here, which affects beans. That's a lot, actually. Okay, in that case then, we will do clover, because this is going to boost our fertility by +5. So we just need to let that happen. Very good. Let's have a look at our traders. Let's see what you guys are selling us. Yeah, so we got Bernard the Peddler in. He is selling bricks at a slightly higher price. Can't refuse it. He's also selling flour for 3 gold as well. How much flour do we have at the minute? 0, I'm guessing. 10, not a lot. Okay, but those bricks are speaking to me. Let's transfer 2,000 into our trading post. And then we can buy a lot of things here, hopefully. So who else is in the trade? We've got Scove the Butcher as well. He's selling some... oh yes, he's also selling willow. Yes, please. Fantastic. Okay, so we'll sell a whole bunch of this stone to him. And we're essentially going to buy all of his willow, because this gives us some baskets, which we are very much in need of. I'm going to buy it all. It's 1,000 for baskets, but that should keep us stocked now, providing the raiders don't come in and take it all. That's quite a good trade, actually. We've been waiting for that one for a while. And then, yes, let's buy bricks from Mr. Man. God, they're expensive. I'd much rather buy the clay, but he's not selling it. He wasn't either, was he? Oh, that's unfortunate. That's really expensive too. What else can we sell him? 13. For pelts. He's also buying sand for 5. Do we only have 6 sand? Feels like we had more. I'm not sure. Clearly don't, because the game's telling us we don't. Oh, okay. I'm just going to have to bite the bullet and buy above average price bricks. There's not a lot we can do to get around it, I don't think. Okay. Alright. It's a tough pill to swallow, but it's one that we do need to swallow. So let's see what we can upgrade now. Let's actually check on the progression toward level 4. So before we can even think about a level 4 town centre, we need to upgrade the trading post, which we cannot yet because it does not have 80 wood planks. So with that in mind, let's make sure. Is this the only sawmill that we have now? I think it is, isn't it? Or is there one over here? There could be. I'll have to remind myself. What's up with you guys? This work camp isn't really needed anymore. We've got 2 work camps out in the wild now, which none of them are harvesting stone though. Some big stone deposits out this side, isn't there? Okay, in that case then, let's split your ratio to a 1-to-1. Then come and chill out over here for a bit, because there's a lot of rocks and stuff you can take from this area. Feel like if we were missing sand, although I guess a lot of it will be funneled into the glassmaker now, won't it? But I feel like maybe we could do with another sand pit. Let's go ahead and grab a resource. And of course, the slope is too bloody steep. Oh my god, Alpine Valley is the worst. The worst. How are our cows doing? We are not milking them, even though it says disabled milking. Is our cheese maker being stocked? That's the most important thing. No. So, let's milk the cows. To enable milking, they should all come inside now. Yes, there we go. Over to a population of 8 cows now. That is amazing. Although we do need to rebuild this fence. But back to why I originally came over here. Yeah, it was to make sure that this one's okay. Right, let's add in some new stock. And then we'll make sure that these guys... So these guys are only gathering wood. So I'm going to add more workers into these work camps because we just lost one of the work camps. So is there another heavily forested area over here that might work well? They do have a low travel time, which is helping. But nothing major. Right, let's just relocate you into a slightly dense area of forest. There we go. So hopefully those logs will now keep the extra workers up at the saw pit supplied. I don't really want to upgrade them yet. I want to save some of those bricks. To upgrade the trading post today. We just need the planks from it now. And how's our new defences coming up here? Slowly but surely. How many builders are currently in the city? If we have a look at our villager professions. 4 builders. That's why everything's taking so bloody long to get done, isn't it? We've got a lot of farmers, really. Yeah, there is a ton of farmers. 24 out of a possible 40. That doesn't seem very efficient, does it? But the food supplies are okay at the minute. They're not too bad. I feel like the fields, this field here is extremely fertile now. If not, its soil mixture needs adjusting ever so slightly for its current rotation of crops. This is affecting leeks. Okay, we need to remove leeks from this field then because they are disease leeks. How are we doing for fertility? We could do with some more, so let's go for some beans. And then we'll hit the field with a... So I'd rather grow some food here, so let's do some peas instead. But the peas need to be at the start of the year because they are not heat resistant at all. And then we'll do some clover. Cool. So you guys have been asking for kind of a farming tutorial. I have seen a few up on YouTube at the minute. But from what I can tell, at least from my playtime and seeing other people play as well, there isn't really kind of a meta rotation with the crops. It depends... You know, what is in your town. If you're dying for clothes productions, you should be leaning more into flax. You know, if you don't even have the windmill until the late game, until you get your first heavy tool, then there's no point growing wheat. Likewise, if your sort of food economy is super dependent on wheat, then, you know, you should build more wheat. So I think I am going to make a video on it. But again, it just needs a little bit more time to be figured out so we can probably talk through the farming mechanics in the standalone tutorial. But it will come, so don't worry about it. Okay, wonderful. Here's our upgraded firewood splitter. So tools are needed in order to work here. So she's shelter stocking now. Let's see where she's going to shelter stock. She's stocking the firewood splitter. But what, she's coming to a stockyard all the way out here, is she? There is certainly AI collection, sort of pathing issues, if you like, in this game as to how far they go for their resource when it's quite literally next door. It does need some work, has to be said. So our basket shop should be overly supplied with willow now. I'm going to add another basket maker in to start upping these baskets, because this will make our people a lot more efficient. Here we go. Here we can see Donna is transporting barrels in a basket. Surely that should be the other way around. But whatever, right? So where's she bringing the barrel, I wonder? Over to the, yeah, she just dropped it to the root cellar. Very nice, so that's going to reduce its spoilage rate now. Got 7 months worth of food in, so our fields are becoming slightly more configured to what we need them to be. Really now though, it's planks that I need in order to get the trade post leveled up. So let's come into resources, and then we're going to see what exactly is eating all of our planks. So if we click on the resource here, it will say that it's used by the armory, the Cooper, the Fletcher workshop, and the furniture workshop as well. Okay. So with that in mind, I'm going to ask the furniture people to chill out because I need logs or planks to stockpile again. The pottery has just burst into flames. Or the potter building, that's okay, they'll sort that out, that's fine. Yeah, there's plenty of wells nearby, that shouldn't be a problem. I think what I'd also like to start doing here as well is mapping out the initial expansion of some road through this forest area along this side of the lake to eventually hook up with the town over on this side. We'll see how viable this is. I should also get us a bunch of resources as well with people cutting all these trees down. There's a ton of stone over here as well, right next to the wolf den, and iron and gold, and blueberries, all the essentials of a town. So let's have a look at our villager happiness. They are currently most dissatisfied with the soap situation. Let's have a look at the soap people then. So they are not producing enough tallow. Okay, and with that in mind then we will ask our hunter to come and chill out in the forests here, and you will set a maximum amount of 4 traps. That should hopefully bring us some more tallow in. Our storage cart here is full of arrows. We have like an insane amount of arrows in the city. 3,000 3,000 arrows, my god. So yeah, let's bring our production ratios down on arrows. We've got a Fletcher workshop over here. It is actually producing crossbows for us now, which is good. Yeah, we've got 1 crossbow. They're a lot more powerful than the bows. Although weirdly enough, you don't need to make crossbow bolts. They do still fire arrows. Although my medieval warfare knowledge is not on point, so that could very well be true to life as well. Yes, and then these guys run a ratio of 1:1 to everything. So that should be okay. So yeah, it's just 80 wood planks we need now to get the trading post, so that's the next criteria for level 4. After that it's resources, which will come over time of course, and then 25 large houses built. We only have 14 at the moment. So here's our large houses. Where is that desirability threshold ending? A lot of you guys here are still homesteads, aren't you? Yeah, it's the desirability, the food, and the pottery that you need. Then also to upgrade each of these houses requires 4 clay. So none of them will upgrade. So just as a reference again to what we mentioned at the start, the game has now been patched so that this Alpine Valleys biome holds a lot more clay. Because it doesn't when you first sort of load in. Oh well, when you loaded in the release version of the game anyway. It was not a happy bunny at all. Okay, so let's go grab 2 villagers. I want to go clear out that wolf den, or 2 soldiers even. Where are you? Can you come outside? And then we'll send Walter White as well. And 0 is not even at its post. Looks like it's just been caught red-handed. And Erwind. Okay, so we'll select those 3 soldiers. And then you guys are going to come over to that wolf den that we just saw. Which is here. Cool. Yeah, there's like huge stone chunks out here. This place definitely warrants like a workers' camp. There's a lot happening out this side. Cool, so we'll wait for our soldiers to head out there. They're on their way now. Predator's been sighted. Where is that? Wolf is eating the hunters. Are you even hunting anymore? You're seeking a weapon. Okay. Right, we'll deal with the outpost in a minute. It looks like it needs a little bit more defense around it, but we can't really afford it at the minute to build another tower out there. But we're not doing too badly for food at the minute. The introduction of cheese has really helped. And then of course we can mass produce meat from our farm now as well, if we need to kill a few cows. But okay, let's go to war at least. I do hope that we do get some sort of expansion of the combat mechanics in the game, maybe in future updates. Oh, there's a bear there as well. Okay, just go for the bear. Firing the crossbows. Should be right. Well done, boys. Well done. Okay, and now let's take out the wolf den as well, please. Looks like, what armor does this guy have on? Yeah, he has the Hauberk. It's the highest level he can get. Okay, let's attack this wolf. And come back in and kill the den. Hopefully shouldn't take too long. There's a lot of them around here. Boys alright? Amazing. Then you should all be heading back to your post now, I believe. Fantastic, wonderful. Cool, so we've killed that wolf den over there. This now takes away the threat from anything that we had over here. Lots of berries. There's another sand pit over here. Can we do this one? Slope too steep. There we go, we can have that one though, that's going to be fine. And again, we need to sort of start thinking about where our outer wall is going to lie, and thinking probably against this mountain is going to be, you know, the best blend of herbs and spices, isn't it? Oh, there's a massive rock deposits up here as well. Oh, yes. Discovering a lot of new things I hadn't noticed before. Yeah, so this work camp here is set to gather only trees. Where is your current work radius? Over here. Okay, we're going to switch that over then. We're going to say, no, come and mine only stone, but come and chill up here on top of the hill. Whilst we're mining that stone, we are also going to prepare for our main master wall to come out. This is going to come all the way through here. This is a monstrously expensive production, but it should be worth it. Yeah, build it all through here, and then we'll come around at the foot of the mountain if we can. Again, trying to place your walls on the slopes of hills so you get the range bonuses from the towers is always appreciated, I think. And then this brings it up to the back of the hill. Yes, we'll probably end up building out here and eventually. So we'll go for that. Let's go ahead and get a fortified gate up on the wall here. And then we can think about what's going to happen over this side with the wall at a later date. We'll at least let that section get built right now. Okay, but our store yard here is producing everything that's needed to keep our heavy industry production assets going now. So yes, look at that. This is exactly what we want to see. The foundries are keeping their ores stocked. Plenty of coal as well. They're producing plenty of iron. Exactly what we want to see. Okay, so back to upgrading these houses. They are just out of their desirability bonus, so let's go ahead and spam some decoration for them if we can. Small gardens are all obstructed. That's not much I can do about that, to be fair. Slope is too steep for you guys. Not too steep there though, so we'll throw in a garden at that point. And then let's also grab a medium plaza. Seems like this might help some desirability. Then we've also got a small statue as well, which could be quite welcome. Why don't we have this on the corner? So rather than just sort of endlessly expanding, I want to try and get... See, a lot of these shelters here, these guys have just terrible desirability. And I can upgrade the small gardens, but again, it costs bricks. It's just impossible. Oh yeah, it's a real handicap playing on this map now since the patch. But hopefully we will come across another clay deposit. I'm still holding out hope for it. And again, it looks like there's maybe a little repeating of garden trails we can knock around the edge of the well, which will help boost desirability further. Maybe even get like a big park on the corner here as well, perhaps. We'll have to wait and see. There's an extraordinary amount of resources just being thrown onto the ground. And we have lost some crops here to frost. Is that just too late planting for the beans? Yeah, they need to be moved forward ever so slightly, don't they? We harvested just over half of them. Okay, we're about to get another fertility boost next year as well, and then we're on maintenance for the rest of the year. Or for the rest of the next year anyway, rather, I mean. But how are you guys doing? You guys are collecting stone from over this side, that's okay. Yeah, small stone miners up here now. This coal mine is still good. Iron ore mine is very nearly depleted. Okay, so what's going on here? You are producing meat for us, but again, I think I'm more inclined to perhaps go for some small animal traps in order to produce a little bit more tallow. Because that was affecting the happiness at the candle shop, wasn't it? And these guys aren't producing enough tallow. Okay, so they're making soap now. That hopefully fixes it. We've got some compost to dump down as well. Let's have a look at our fertility. There's some horrendously unfertile fields here and some very high fertility ones as well. We'll dump it in there. This has horrendous fertility. That's probably because the wheat is draining the life out of it. So we're going to go for a rotation of clovers for the next year. That should hopefully help boost it. Wheat is a major fertility drain, so you've got to be really careful with how much you grow. Again, it's a slow learning curve, sort of piecing together the farming mechanics in this game. But we are getting there slowly but surely. And lots of comments from you guys as well suggesting to sort of double up the city entrances, because it's going to delay the raiders getting through. And yeah, I agree with that. That'd be really cool. We'll do the same process over here as well once these walls do get built. So all our labourers through here now as well, cutting down all these roads and trees and stuff. Progress. It's a lot more raw resources for us to make use of. Yeah, just sort of want to analyse the villager professions again, because I feel like 11 builders is not enough for all the building work that we need done. So, how are we doing for glass making now? Yeah, a lot of you are seeking shelter. It's the sand storage that's killing them, isn't it? I think the fact that we're just not stocking enough sand. Yeah, that's the problem with this glass maker. So we're going to remove a lot of those workers. We don't need to be having that many there, because a lot of them won't be able to work because they don't have the resource. And then off the back of that information, we're going to prioritise the construction of this new sand pit because it's right near the glass maker. So hopefully that will just come in and let it fill up. Of course, we'll wait and see. I'm sure something somewhere will go wrong. You guys are still producing beer for us. That's wonderful. That should be keeping the pubs nice and stocked. Although, what's wrong with you? This building is not currently providing entertainment. It's probably because this guy's drinking all the beer. Is he going to the brewery to drink? You should be working, mate. You have the water. Alright. All my brewers are just pissheads, doing nothing else but drink. So at least everyone's happy. Okay, so we're coming into winter with 6 months worth of food behind us. Definitely getting more balance now. Right. Our fields at the start were not at all sort of efficient, but we're getting there now. And then we've got a barrel here as well, which is providing a little bit of extra storage. That's fine. Yes, we got some people in our temporary shelter as well. surviving off 2 beans between the 4 of them for the winter months, but whatever, they're not complaining, so we'll just let it be. Yeah, so I just want to kill the production of everything that's eating planks at the minute. I just really want to get that upgraded, and then hopefully these new parks over here are going to spike a lot of our residentials to upgrade. Of course they can't upgrade because they need clay. It's the endless cycle of Farthest Frontier. Yeah, so we need more root vegetables here. Let's have a look at what the fields nearby are growing, although I feel like we could possibly do with maybe a new large field here now. Why don't we do that? Let's go into our buildings, we'll go for food production. Then we'll grab a large crop field. Again, none of this is fertile land over here. Although I have discovered that we can actually get the cows to graze on a field and it will fertilize it, which is really cool. That's like such a cool mechanic. Okay, so we're going to go for a big old farm here. Big old field. We'll go for 10 by 10. And then really I want to use a lot of this field's production to keep the cows fed year round so they can be milked whenever they want without them having to come out and graze again. And again, let's have a look at our fertility. So it's really hit and miss. There's so many, like, super high fertile field here, and then very little fertility in these spaces. So what are turnips like on fertility? -2. Okay, we need to do some weeding here though. The weed level is murdering our production. So we'll throw that in, and then we will finish the year off with some peas. Fantastic. And then we're coming into carrots and then a cabbage growth. I think we're gonna... Oh, that just changed, didn't it? Okay, let's do that one. Yeah, so we're doing clovers here. And then maintenance, and then maintenance again. And then we'll start the year off with some peas. And then another period of fertility, just to get that field back up to a higher level of it. You are complaining of not enough meat found. There is 3 chevrons of deer over here apparently, so come over there. Yeah, this wall is slowly coming up. I feel like we just need more villagers. We're also running low on firewood now too. You guys alright? You guys are all shelter stocking. Everyone running around. I wish people would use more baskets though. Be producing them now. Only 20 baskets produced in the last year, I suppose. It's not a vast amount, is it? Okay, people whinging again they don't have enough candles, which is a criteria for them to level up, even though we supposedly have 220 of them. So we'll just wait for them to go and pick it up at least. Get another trader coming in as well. Hopefully they'll have something good for us. Possibly do with upgrading this as well. Just want planks though, so I need to wait on planks. Villager has died of old age. Zelen, it's okay, we don't really know who that was. He wasn't a named character in our series, so... he's perished. What's going on over here as well? Preserves. Okay, it's feces back in the street now too, that's not good. Let's see what the trader has to offer for us. Oh, it's Iron Claw. Okay. He's buying gold for a decent price. He's also buying iron ore for a lot of money as well. So I think we'll transfer a touch of that because we are processing... Well, we're mining a lot more than we're processing. So we'll sell a little bit more to her. And then again, we do have the capacity to buy a couple more heavy tools. Just because of how unreliable my foundries and blacksmiths are, I'm going to buy more heavy tools from her. Because they keep everything else moving and functioning. Let's make sure we haven't missed out on any buildings actually. Is there anything that we just sort of glossed over since we've been upgrading? We have new defences. We've got our Preservist building. At the bakery we've got 2 of. Arborist build. I feel like maybe we could do with another arborist. The fertility is quite high here for her actually. Yeah, I think we might go for this. Yeah, she's got really good places to grow all out here. Is this, if you hit F by the way, it will bring up a fertility heat map. And you can sort of get a glance as to where the best places to grow are. Like, how many sort of fruits are we producing? Actually very little fruit. Almost all of it is turned into jam, which is fine. Oh, there's a coal mine here. How long has that been there? Have I always just noticed that coal mine? You idiot egg. You absolute idiot. Honestly. Seriously, sometimes about as useful as a chocolate dildo in a heatwave. Right, can we get this here? Yes, we can. Fantastic. Cool. Get a coal mine there. Start extracting that. That's actually going to help feed a lot of the foundries with coal immediately if it's being mined right next door. Will you please pick those planks up? I desperately need them. Don't leave them on the floor, you idiots. Pick them up. So just the one raider in. Yeah, we can sell her a little bit of that iron now. So yeah, we got crude weapons in. How are we doing for tools, I wonder? Do we want more tools? We have 0 in stock. Okay. She's selling them for average pricing. So I'm going to sell her those, and then we will buy some of her regular tools. Just to help make as many more workplaces efficient as we can. So we'll see what happens. Oh, the brickyard just burst into flames. Oh, that actually might go. That might collapse. Not that it really matters because we can't make bricks anyway. Who's under attack? Wait, what? Attacked by raiders? Oh shit. Raiders are coming back. Sorry, I swore again. I realise I've probably got a few more dislikes last episode with swearing. My apologies, everyone, but things are panicky. Flag of combat area. Being raided. They're coming from this side, right? Yes, they are. So if you actually have a look at the raiders and hit F3, it will give you a sort of name for them, and it's the boys with the shields that you want to watch out for. They're the nasty ones. But the brawlers and the warriors are kind of wet blankets. You can, you know, just all the resistance of a poppadom, these ones basically. Right? No resistance at all. But yeah, the raiders with the shields are the nasty boys. Ah, that tower's gonna get annihilated. That is not a good place for a tower anymore, clearly. These guys' radiuses, yeah, they just about cover the main gate here. So we could certainly do with a little bit of main gate coverage on this side of the settlement, couldn't we? Yeah, hopefully our towers here should be taking people down. 27 villagers attacked. Oh, did they all get stuck at the gate? Oh, that is an absolute bloodbath, isn't it? Oh, wait, that's my soldier. Oh, wait, did they just kill all the soldiers? 6 villagers were slain by raiders. No, all of my soldiers died. Oh no. Oh no. Right, let's get that tower rebuilt. We probably need to upgrade that one, I think. There you go, you can kill him. He's right behind you. Nice. Alright, come back home, boys. It's return to barracks. We'll see how many soldiers we lost. Oh, a lot of them. A lot of them died. Right. Oh wait, more villagers sighted? Where? No, sure that's the same one, right? No, come back home, you idiots. Not going to catch them now. Unless you can kill him. They destroyed all my fencing. Oh, nearly got him. Oh, they did get him. Nice, very nice. They destroyed all of the fencing, and now there's one lone deer grazing on the fields. Okay, let's manage all these walls. Rebuild them, please. Okay, yeah, you head home, boys. So I think, for the most part, that was a relatively successful defense. If not, we learned some things from the fact that we actually probably need to move that tower out of the field. So rebuild some of this fencing as well. I love that they came in just to destroy the fencing. That's such like a passive-aggressive way of raiding. Like, either just attack the village or don't just attack the infrastructure and then go. Idiots. Okay, so we've lost a tower. Let's replace it. We were going to throw it in up on the lookout area here. Can we get it in? Constructed by building. I think we'll go here just to protect the main gate. We're getting a lot of overlap now in this part of the town with towers too, which is really good for annihilating them a lot quicker. We also, again, lost more of our soldiers. So we'll bring them back in. Did we lose Walter White? No, Walt still survives. Walt is still going. What a beast. Okay, what's up with you lot? The food situation's annoying you a little bit. Okay. That's expected, to be fair. How are we doing for food? We've got very little meat. We've got a ton of beans. So I think with that in mind, I'm actually going to slaughter. If we do 2 cattle, we can get 1,000 meat. That's so good. Okay, slaughter 2 of them, please. And then I'm also going to set their grazing onto. Again, we can put it on some of the fields here. So you see how when it turns green over some of the field patches, this means that they can come and graze there, and it will raise the fertility of that field. The game never explains that mechanic to you as far as I'm aware, so something to factor in at least. Do you want to come pick up these bodies? I mean, they're wearing armor, right? Do with that back, to be fair. Wait, what's that? She got a body in the cart. What the hell happened to her? she's glitched in the cart. What the hell? Can you see that? Oh no, she's like dragging her head along the floor. Oh, she's like T-posing in the cart. What's he doing with her? He's escorting the wounded villager. He's making her more wounded with what he's doing. What are you doing, Fargus? Terrible. Fargus is the worst paramedic the Frontier's ever seen. Okay, construction has begun on the outer wall, so we know that we can now bring up sort of lots more infrastructure and expansion around this side as and when we need it. For which, again, I think we might need, actually, another saw pit here. These guys... It says they're stocking the saw pit, I guess. Because you're not storing logs here, are you, at all? Where are all our logs being stored, I wonder? They must be over in the work camps and the store yards. A long way away from where the saw pits are. So this is where a little bit of a problem lies for me in the game, in the fact that our entire log store is stored right here. Which means that the more efficient saw pit on the other side of town isn't getting them. Because they're all just being barreled into this side. So, to combat that, I think we're going to change this work camp over here. You guys stop mining just stone. And then come and sort of attack this area of trees over this side. Did all the resources from this path clearance get collected? There are still a few labourers out here, aren't there? Yeah, there's another one there. And then all this over here too. Okay, so we produced 1,000 meat in the last year. It's like only 600 of it has made it into the stocks though. It's like it's still being transferred. Yeah, she's transferring produced items. Oh, my fence got destroyed here. Let's rebuild that. So what are you doing? You're stocking the market. You just got 425 meat. I don't want you to take that to the market though. Really, you should smoke that first. I'm going to ask Mr. Smoker Man to produce much more smoked meat. It's going to make it last longer, right? I guess we'll see. We're still learning things here. Okay, but this stockyard, do you need coal here? There's nothing around here that's using coal, is it? No, the smokehouse is using wood. Firewood splitter. Yeah, okay. We don't need to store coal at this stockyard. Please, I'll take it. It can go to the more industrial processing side of the town. Wonderful. Have our new gardens been built yet? Yes, finally we are upgrading into homesteads over here. That's really good news. These guys are still shelters, but really it's just a touch of desirability that they're in need of. and then also some food types as well. But in terms of upgrading the large houses, yeah, it's desirability, a tier 4 town centre. Okay, yeah, so we just need to get the homesteads up, don't we? Yeah, for which it's pottery, again, for which is crippled with the bloody clay situation. And then what else was it that they want? The food types and the candles, okay. So food types will come with just better crop rotations. We continue to refine what we've got planted. How's the glassmaker doing now? Storage is getting better, I suppose. Again, there's gold and coal just being left out on the road. There you go. So the foundryman has just grabbed it to stock the foundry. Yeah, okay. And he's stocking the foundry again with what this time? Coal, I'm guessing, from the stockyard? No, he just came to get it from the charcoal kilns here. Okay, I think now we're sort of efficiently mining coal out of the ground a little bit better. Yeah, we can probably kill the production of 2 of these charcoal kilns, because we were really relying on them to keep the industry stocked with coal, but now there's several new coal mines over the map, they're not needed now. So they can go back to just being labourers and builders. Okay, many beans and many lettuce on the floor. That's okay, hopefully. Boosting the fertility here. Again, I think wheat is a monstrously fertility destroying crop. We can't grow wheat here. We just need fertility. Yeah, we do. That's all that's needed. Although I can't do 2 years of clover. We'll have to do some peas, because peas will boost fertility as well. So I really want to get our trading post upgraded today. Just going to have another quick glance over the wood planks and see what else is eating them. Where is our Cooper building? I almost always forget where I put this bloody Cooper. Every single time. Where... Right, let's go to let's go to Villager Professions. I always forget where he is. I can never remember where I put it. He's making barrels. Where is he? Over here? Yeah. Okay, again, stop making barrels. And his production rate is 99%. Is that 99% down? It has a red arrow. That doesn't seem good. Crops lost to frost. What isn't efficient somewhere? These ones here. Oh really? Well, that's because the beans are planted a little bit later in the year, isn't it? Got 81% fertility here though. That's quite good. And also, okay, so I'm going to amend the next year rotation here. If we've got really high fertility, let's do some leeks. Because they're 10 out of 10 fertility dependent and they have a huge food yield. So we should be able to grow some there. That's wonderful. And then next year here, we're going to have to move those beans away because they're dying from frost. Okay, so hopefully removing the Cooper stuff here now is going to allow us to be a little bit more efficient in saving up those those planks at least. How are you guys doing for desirability? You are homesteads at least. You could do maybe a touch more though. We'll see. It's been a real challenge playing in Alpine Valleys. Hopefully this outer wall perimeter is going to start going up now. It's being built in slow sections. There's a labourer out here chopping trees. She has her tools and her basket. And she's got 2 eggs on her as well. She has fine taste. We've got an impending blizzard coming as well. Fantastic. Let's make sure that our cows aren't dying of blight and aren't being overly milked. No, they're okay at the minute. They're okay. Let's milk them a little bit more. Though their travel time is insane. Transferring goods. So excessive time spent transferring goods could indicate that your storage buildings are set too far from manufacturing sources or residences. Move the storage buildings or construct new ones closer to these buildings. So if they're storing grain here, I wonder if that's where they're headed, because a lot of the grain fields are over this side near to the windmill. This is a wheat field here, isn't it? Yeah, grain field. What do we get there? Oh, that's quite a heavy hit on them. Let's do some more peas in the winter here to boost fertility again. Then yeah, so we'll do wheat, maintenance, clover, peas, and then peas, rye. Right? Which sounds like a song Vanilla Ice forgot to write, wasn't it? Right, so ice baby, you can get you can get peas, rye instead, right? Cool. So we're about to experience our blizzard now. How are we doing for defenses over this side of the town? Not too bad. What are we storing at this one here? Just logs. Again, is there a need? Is there actually a need for this stockyard here? There isn't, is there? There really isn't. Yeah, this shouldn't be here. That's bad placement. There's nothing over here that's using logs, is there? No, there's not. The experiment as well of spamming down wagon workshops hasn't worked, because they're sat here most of the time waiting for a task, even when there's loads of stuff out on the floors. So we're just going to delete these. Just get short of them. There's no need. Oh, we have run out of firewood. I wonder if that's because we've had the blizzard. Seeking shelter. Yeah, okay. So possibly do with another firewood splitter somewhere, maybe. Even though I realised this episode we have removed one. Although there is actually a slot free here in the upgraded firewood splitter, so she might as well come and work. The work rate is 92%. They spend a lot of their time working on basic needs. Okay. Yeah, so the travel time for the farm is immense. So I'm wondering they're trying to stock... I guess it would be, yeah, the grains and the root vegetables that I use to feed the cows when they're being milked. So do we want to maybe build a granary out here as well? I can't see that being a bad thing. I think we'll do that. We'll build a granary over here. No, we won't actually, because it uses planks. So we'll wait for that to happen. Cutting wood planks. Again, there's a wagon here. Let's salvage. The wagon is blocking the gate. Yeah, don't build this yet, guys. I need the planks for the town centre, the trading post upgrade. Livestock animals born. Yes, please. That is what we like to see. Where have those beans gone? There we go. It was this field, wasn't it? Let's make sure the beans are grown earlier in the year. This field is horrendously unfertile, so nothing's going to be happy. Yeah, look at that. We planted 276 flax and harvested 12 of them. That's shocking. That's really bad. That's absolutely terrible. Okay, and then, yes, this field needs several years of fertility work on it. It's knackered. It needs to be done. We're nearly there, though, being able to upgrade this thing finally. We nearly are there. So someone also suggested that we can keep sort of a minimum supply of materials in the stockyard as well, just so it always has something to sell. So I'm going to store 50 candles in there. And then what else do we want to shift to? We've got a ton of beans now. About to get another trader. Please have clay, for Christ's sake. Please have it. Really need it. And he does he? No. Yes, he does, but he's selling it for well expensive. He's selling baskets as well. Beldar is a fraud. You're going to see him on Rogue Traders. Sundays, 2 o'clock on BBC One. Right, let's transfer some gold. We're not missing the chance to get that clay. Stick 2,000 back into the trading post, please. And then I will buy baskets from them as well, because if they're pre-made, it's better to have them in stock. And I can sell him some stone, for which we have an extraordinary amount of, so we'll go for 300 in there. Cool. This is good news. This is good news. Unfortunately, he's not selling planks. He actually wants to buy them, which is a bit annoying, but that's okay. Cool. So yeah, definitely bricks are the priority here, and he's selling them for really cheaply as well, apparently. So yeah, let's just continually buy him out of bricks. And then our two people here are shelter stocking at the trading post. Wonderful. It's turning into quite a successful episode, if it doesn't go tits up just yet. And again, this is what people were saying. You know, keep things stocked in so you don't have to sit here and wait for them to actually do it. He leaves in 36 days. Also as well, guys, do not upgrade the trading post whilst there's a trader in it. It will glitch. And the trader will always sort of, like, he'll never leave. His icon will always be there. It's very annoying. So yeah, just don't do that. Yeah, so you can hit this icon here for keep in stock. And then it will, you know, continually keep that in stock on the trade post so you don't have to keep waiting for them to go and get it as and when the trader turns up, if you know what I mean. Okay, but for right now, I don't want any in the trading posts. Please just transfer the gold. We need to get this guy before he goes. He's here for 17 more days. So yeah, we'll do this trade. Once my idiot tradesmen do something. Where are you going? He's shelter stocking. I've given you an order to stock the trade post, though, you idiot. Are they really going to screw me? Yeah, they have, haven't they? Seeking food, Martak. No, don't seek food. Just do what I tell you, please. There's a trader waiting who's selling bricks for really cheaply. Yeah, and we're going to miss out on that now, aren't we? Because he's going to leave before they transfer the bloody gold. Even though the gold is sat right here in the town vault, they will not stock it over. Yeah, and he's going to leave. Useless traders, absolutely useless. I hate you all. Hope you all die of scurvy and then smallpox again. Right, let's upgrade the town centre anyway. Trading post even. Idiots. Absolute idiots. Yeah, there's definitely some sort of like AI pathing problems here. They're running really far away to do things that they shouldn't be doing when things come in. It's probably my efficiency playing a part of that as well, but whatever. Alright, idiots. Idiots, all of them. Everybody lose some walls over here as well. Let's rebuild those. And then this stem root is affecting our beans and peas. So in that regard, we will remove them. Yeah, that should be okay, actually. Can we do rye here? Yeah, we'll do another section of rye as well. Yeah, that's a real shame that we lost that trader. He was selling bricks for dirt cheap. But yeah, oh well, we live and learn, right? Cool, 8 more people want to come in. That is grand. Let's do that. Getting lots more planks in now too. Looks like adding those extra workers in has helped. Yes, there we go. Love how you can see them pile up as they come into their storage and then they disappear like that. That's so cool. I love that. Yes. I do like this game, everyone. Despite my momentary rage at the idiot looking traders. But whatever. We'll get there eventually, right? And here we go. Moment of truth. Boom. That's a big building, isn't it? Hello, people. Or hello, clock tower, I should say. Wonderful. So we've now got the level... The trading center is what we have. Okay, so let's finish off the episode with some efficient trading. So this little icon on the left here, we can tick this to keep it in stock. So yes, I'm always going to say keep in 500 iron ore in stock here. Also keep the candles in stock as well. Pelts can fluctuate pretty heavily. Furniture we don't really sell much of. We use a lot of flour. Again, bricks we don't want to sell. Stone, something I want to sell here as well. We'll keep 300 stone in the trading post. Again, please keep that in stock. And again, food is, you know, fluctuates like crazy, so we'll leave that. Our tallow reserves have shot through the roof though. I'm guessing that's because we shot 2 cows, isn't it? Has that made people happy with the soap situation? No, it's actually made them less happy. Okay, maybe just add a few more soap workers in then. Cool. Either way, guys, this episode's getting long again, so we're going to leave it there, but some nice progress made today. Future plans as to where we're going to bring out the border of the town eventually, so more space to fill, and then we'll make this mountain sort of super defensible with all those bonuses from the towers get from shooting over hills and whatnot. And then yeah, we'll also maybe start exploring this side of the map soon as well. We've got a road through here now, so we can definitely get some more forages and mines out this way. There's a lot of resources to be had. Like I said at this episode as well, there has been an update to the game now that makes Alpine Valley resources a little bit more abundant, especially clay and willow, because you've seen me play this game for 7 episodes now. Clay and willow just do not spawn in this biome, and especially clay is a massive resource for getting things to upgrade, and then obviously turning it into bricks to, you know, upgrade things further again as well. So yes, we will wait and see. We will also upgrade this tower as well today. Alright guys, well, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next episode when we carry on playing. Thanks for all the support. See you in the live streams and over on the city stuff as well. Guys, thank you all so much for watching, and as always, enjoy the rest of your day.